Hi, this is Jeffrey Rhoades from ExperimentalHomesteader.com, and before I begin, I wanted to say we did receive this item for free for our honest opinions. All opinions are our own. And what I'm talking about today is the LEDMO LED under cabinet lighting kit. These are in die-cast aluminum. This is what the kit looks like. This is all the parts that come with it, including a installation sheet. These are daylight white 120 degree beam lights. They are UL listed, power adapter, remote control. They have 3 methods of installation using 3M stickers, magnets, or screw mounts. And this is a 3-pack of lights. Now, this has a power supply. This is the switch device. It connects into the power supply and connects into the junction box, which is this little item here. This is your junction box. There are 3 ports on this side, 3 ports on this side, and the power jack. Okay, so this is actually expandable. Since there are a total of 6 ports, you could actually use this for 6 lights. This is a 3-pack, so I'll only be using 3 of these, but I'm thinking of, since the way I'm going to be installing these lights, I may put 1 coming in one side and 2 coming in the other side, and be able to mount this basically in the center of the area that I'm going to be lighting up, closer to the power supply or our power outlet, so that I don't have to run the wires quite as far. There is a package of screws and 3M stickers and some little clips for holding the wiring up under the cabinets out of the way. These also have a simple adhesive backing to them. There is a remote control for these, and looks like you can adjust the brightness. There's a bright plus and minus. There's also buttons for 100%, 50%, and 25%. And there's a couple of mode and a couple of speed, which I'm not sure what those are going to be for, but looks like you can do quite a bit with these. Okay, then you have the actual lights themselves. Okay, this is one of the lights. It is die-cast aluminum casing, very nice. This is the magnet in the back of it, so this will attach to an iron bar, and one of the things I was thinking about was the possibility of, just attaching a strip bar underneath the cabinets. Then this would be able to be attached to that strip, and it would actually be movable. Then you could slide it up and down depending on where you wanted it positioned at that moment. But right now I don't have that, so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using the screws to actually attach these. That's the best method. It's the most secure, using the screws. But you can also use the 3M. You put the 3M pieces, you could put it over the magnet, or you could use like 2 pieces, one on either side of the magnet, and attach it up under the cabinet. Basically the 3M stickers, they're double-sided, so you stick it to one, you stick it onto here, and then you stick it to the underside of the cabinet. But the screws, you actually, it'll give you an actual stronger attachment, a little safer, because the 3M stickers do eventually lose some of their stickiness. The magnet, I think, might be a really good option as well, but that, if you don't already have a piece of metal underneath, then you'd need to add, attach a piece of metal to be able to use the magnets. But that would be a convenient way also of attaching these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the actual install of one of the lights, and then we'll come back at the end and show you the end result once I have all three of these installed. So give me a few minutes and I will be showing you the installation of the first light, and then we'll be back to show you the final result. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to be installing this light somewhere right about here or so. And so what I'm going to do, I've made a little mark where I'm going to put this first screw, and so here's the first screw, and we're just going to try and get it to go into the wood. Sometimes that's the trick. Now these are fairly small screws. They are Phillips. So I'm using a fairly small Phillips screwdriver and just trying to get it to bite in the wood. And then once I get the first screw in, then I can figure out where I need the other screw to be able to match up with these holes, and then it's just a matter of sliding it up onto them and holding them in place. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to... Okay, I finally have it starting to go in. Okay. Right now it's going to hang off of that screw unless I put the screw up a little tighter, but this way I can figure out where my other screw is going to be going. Okay. So my other screw about right here. Okay, so I've got the second screw in. You want to try and make sure they're fairly straight, and then just kind of try and get it in there. Okay, now I'm going to try and make them even in depth. Which they're not, but that's okay. And then we're just going to okay, so I've got it up there. It still needs a little better adjustment, but this shows you how it's going to look once you install it using the screws. It just kind of hangs there. It just fell off. But once you put the screws through and then you just rotate it so that it's held in place. But I'll get these screws fastened in there just a little bit better. And then we'll be back to show you the final product. Okay, so I've gotten it installed and in place, and that's what it looks like. Okay, that's at 25%. There's 50%, and there's 100%. or you can adjust it down just a little at a time, all the way down to that level there. I think we want it at 100%, and that'll light that up very nicely. And so, thank you, and have a great night.